Hey everyone, I'm going to be doing a review on the Solar Active color changing nail polish, and I have 10 of them and they're all in the collection Blaze. And basically what they do, you put them on just like any other nail polish, and then when you go out in the sun, the UV rays change the color around. And there's some colors that are kind of similar, but the majority of them, they're completely different. And it's really cool to see them change color. I was very impressed because the color changes practically immediately. You paint them and then you go out in the sun, and about 3 seconds later you can already start to notice the color change. And then well, right now it's December, so I had a hard time filming this video because we've already had snow, it's been raining, so I needed to find a time when it was sunny. But even in the November, not very strong sun rays, because that's when I filmed my inside-outside shots, it's still about 10 seconds you had an almost strong outside color, and then after about 15 seconds, then it was the outside color. But again, it's November, so it did take a bit longer to get the achieved outside color. I think if you do it in the summer, or if you live south where it's always summer weather and strong sun rays, then you'd definitely have the color change a lot quicker. But no, when you go outside, it is very quick. The thing that I noticed is coming back inside, it does take a while for then the color to go back to the inside color, maybe about 5 minutes, which isn't that bad, but just like it's instant going out, but then it does take a little gradual time to go back into the inside color. And you can get them from the website Solar Active International, INTL, just solaractiveintl.com, and they just recently introduced nail polish. They have so many other really cool products that change color in the sun, anywhere from like beads to like thread, and then they also sell pre-made shirts, and they have like hair scrunchies, and yeah, now they introduced nail polish as well, and they have so much stuff like water bottles and pretty much everything you can imagine, so definitely check that out. And I had heard, not of the company, but I had heard of the color changing beads before. I had some students another teacher gave it to them, and they were so impressed by it. They called them magic beads because they changed color, and they got to make bracelets of them, and it was a big hit for them as well, and I was like, that's really cool. So, some things that you should know. When you do order, they are $6.95, which is a pretty good price for like a cool color changing nail polish. But one thing is that they are the smaller size. They are 0.25 ounces, and it does say that on the site, but usually when thinking of nail polish, I just think they're all the standard size, which is 0.5 ounces. So I'll show you, like, this is the size of one, and then you get, then this would be a China glaze, so, and that's, so they are a lot smaller, but then also you're not paying, you know, $12, $13 for them, which you do pay for some nail polishes. And I know the Del Sol color changing nail polish that also changes color in the sun. It's the same idea, and they do have the double the size, but you're paying, you know, like, I think it was on sale when I got it for $10, but usually it's like $14. And I don't know, with me, I don't usually use up a whole nail polish completely, maybe with like a top and base coat, but for the majority of them I don't. So I'd rather pay less to get a smaller amount, but then get more different colors. So that's why I like them. They're only, $6.95, $7, and actually right now on the website they have, if you buy 3 nail polishes, you get a free one. So that's pretty cool, and you can choose the color that you want for free as well. And they say you can apply it on top of a base coat or then just as its own. I actually found that you don't really need a base coat with them. I tried it with a base coat and then without a base coat, and it doesn't affect the sun. Like, it changes color in the sun just as well if it has or doesn't have the base coat. If you do put a top coat on it, then it still changes color in the sun. It just takes a bit longer, which a bit longer is like 5 more seconds or 10 seconds, but still. But I've been wearing it actually without a base coat or a top coat, and I've had these ones on for about, I think it's been like 6 days, and I was working like washing dishes and like scrubbing, so I put my hands through a lot of abuse. And you can't really see them chipping. There's a couple spots, but for the most part, for 6 days, that's pretty good. And usually at one of my jobs where I'm doing all the scrubbing and stuff, it always comes off, it always chips. So no, I'm impressed that it stayed on, and that's without a top coat or a base coat. It's just the nail polish on its own. And most of these can get their achieved color with, well, some of them even 1 coat, and then most of them are 2 coats, and then I think there's the yellow one that I noticed needs to have 3 coats. It just wasn't, the inside color wasn't as, as strong. It was still kind of translucent-y. And another thing that I noticed, and I was actually really surprised about, is that it dries really quickly. It's not advertised as a quick dry nail polish or anything, but I was really impressed, and I don't like waiting a while to like put a second coat on or go do my other things. But no, it dried to touch in about less than a minute, just like, gently touch it, and then it completely dried. I don't know, in about maybe 3 minutes it would be completely dry, and I could ready to do my own things, and it wouldn't dent or chip or anything. So it's pretty good, because I'm used to like having to set aside a whole hour to paint my nails if I need like a base coat, 2 coats, and then a top coat. And then I'm like basically have to go on the computer, sit in front of the TV just to not touch anything, and then I do touch something and it smudges. But no, these ones go on really quickly. And then I noticed that when you want to take them off with the nail polish remover, they actually take off quite easily. But that could also be because I don't have a base and a top coat. That's probably it, and usually I do. But no, it's good. It comes off like really nicely. Some nail polishes I'm like having to really like kind of scrub it off with my little puff soaked in nail polish remover. So that's really good too, that it stays on when you want it to, but when you want it to come off, it comes off pretty easily as well. So now I'm just gonna hold up all of these colors and say their names, and then over the course of like 2 weeks, I have had a free moment and it was sunny, I've been painting my nails and taking an inside shot and then an outside shot. So I'll show those as well. But yes, I will do a slide of the inside, outside, and then also on the website they have the inside and outside color. So I'll show that and then how it compares to my inside outside picture. My lighting was a bit off. I tried to get it as best as possible. So sometimes I did notice that it would look like a really nice red color, and then on mine it would end up looking pink because of the lighting, but we'll see. So I'm just going to insert now a quick video of me going outside into the sun with my nails. And like I said, it was, I think, November, the last week of November when I filmed it, so the sun is pretty weak and I'm up in Canada, so it's not the best, as intense as it could be if you were, it's the summer or somewhere more south, but you can see that it does change in the sunlight very quickly. So here we have the canary yellow, and then I'll try to you can see it already changing. It's kind of hard because it's winter. I'll bring you back in the shade so you can see what it looks like now. So now it's definitely not yellow anymore. Here we have Jubilee to Vino. It's a silvery sparkle, and actually one thing with this is that I did have to put a top coat on it, and it still changed in the sunlight, but it has like the gritty glitter feel, and surprisingly when you're wearing it you didn't get any fallout. They did stay on the nail even though they felt all gritty, but then when I was taking it off, with my puff of nail polish remover, then the glitter got like all over my hand as well, because it would go transfer onto the nail polish remover puff, and then if I like rubbed my finger or on the side, then it would transfer to my finger. But I mean, you wash your hand and it comes off, but still no fallout when you're wearing it, just when you're taking it off, and it changes to a nice red color in the sun. Then we have Gunmetal Silver, and then it's Gunmetal Silver changing to red, and actually that's what their names are called. So good if you forget what color it's going to change to. Actually, with the Del Sol ones, which I do like, they have the, well, obviously the inside color, and then on the top they have the outside color. So this one you don't really know unless you remember what it's going to be, but they do have good descriptions, so it changes to red. And we have Paradise Blue to Sierra Gold. And this one is actually a bit harder to see the gold outside, because usually it was like blue with a bit more gold in it, and actually my pictures picked it up even worse. It still looks quite blue even after it's been outside. It does look more gold than the picture shows, but it doesn't go a pure gold color, so it's still kind of like a, I don't know, a bluish gunmetal gold. And we have this one, which I really like. This is Smurf Blue to Purple. And the blue is really nice. And then we have two of the clear nail polishes, and they do look somewhat colored right now, but they do go on completely clear on your nail inside. And then this one is clear to red. And then this one is clear to black. And I was actually impressed, because I was like, what? How can it go black? But no, it did go black. It was more almost like a purpley black. And the picture shows kind of purple, but I was very impressed that something clear can go dark. That was really cool. And this one is, like I said, the one I had to put 3 coats on to get a nice inside color, and it's the Canary Yellow to Red Robin. And it is cool that this one changes from the yellow to red. It is also another extreme color, so that was nice to see. Here we have Spiced Lime to Blackberry. I really like the outside color. I'm not too fond of the inside Spiced Lime color, but it wasn't bad. And then the blackberry, it's like a purpley color, so that's pretty as well. This one is my favorite. It is Pinkalicious to Sugar Plum. And obviously I love pink nail polish, so this is good. And then Sugar Plum, it turns to like a light mauvey purple, which I love pink and purple, so I like this one. I've been wearing this one I think the most, just because it goes with more stuff. And actually I've worn the gunmetal to red as well. And then the last one is White Clouds to Red Horizon. Actually, it's what I have on now. So it's very shiny, that's what I noticed, because they're nail lacquers, so they go on easily and you don't need a whole lot of coats to build it up, and they're just, yes, very reflective, almost, not reflective, I don't know, very reflective, and yeah, they look really shiny and smooth. You can kind of so yes, I say this one is White Clouds to Red Horizon, and definitely check out their website. They have so much other stuff if you're not just wanting nail polish, but the nail polish is really cool. And they package them really well. I mean, I got these 10, they didn't break or anything. It's like in a nice sturdy box, and then they have like the bubble wrap and everything's packed in super well. So they're not gonna break, you don't have to worry about that. So yes, check them out, solaractiveintl.com, and then you can go to the beauty drop-down menu and click on nail polish. So thank you to everyone for watching, and if you have any questions about the nail polish, then let me know and I'll reply. Have a good day. Bye.